Good morning, St. John's folks. Father Art here. I am doing a handheld thing with my phone today. I could not find, usually I use a tripod when I do these Monday morning messages, but I could not find that today. So if the picture's a little shaky, that's what's going on. It's just such a beautiful day out there today, and it looks like the whole week is going to be beautiful. It feels a little bit like fall, and some people love that, and then some people lament the passage of summer. I recognize that. It is a different time of transitions where we see the leaves falling and we're kind of reminded of our own mortality and the passing away of things. But not to get all preachy on you today, but the whole Christian message is that God is about life, and there's always this passage from death to life once again. We see that in the seasons of the year, and we proclaim that in our worship. So hopefully you can take that to mind and heart this week as leaves begin to slowly drop from the trees, and the colors are just beginning to turn. So hopefully you can get outside and just enjoy this week while you just need a little bit. I went out paddling this morning, and I think it was in the 40s when I started my paddle, and it felt so nice out there. And there weren't any boats on White Bear Lake, surprisingly, this morning. Maybe because it's getting a little chillier. So anyway, hopefully you can get outside and enjoy this day. We are into our fall programming at St. John's, and it is rather busy. I said in church yesterday, and I'll repeat it here, that with all the things that we have going on in the fall, my hope is that you would not do everything, because you've got lives, other lives outside of church. But I hope also that when you look through the things that we're offering, there might be something in there or a few things in there that you're like, oh, that would help me in my life. So Carrie Thomas, our parish administrator, put together this great publication, sort of compiling all the offerings that we have for the fall. So I encourage you can look at that online at our website. It's right on the front page, and you can click it and scroll through it, or you can get a hard copy at the church, of course. So this week, a couple things that I want to highlight. One is that we are back into our Wilderness Wednesdays. They begin at 5:30 p.m. Wednesday evening with a meal, and then a brief worship service, and then programming. And right now what we are focusing on is just connecting with one another again and just having some fellowship time. And so this Wednesday there will be an intergenerational play. So after the meal, there is also some kickball and ice cream at West Park. If you're not into kickball, kickball is not just for kids anymore. I love that game. But there's still ice cream. I think Cup and Cone, this might be like the last week for Cup and Cone to be open. Could that be? I may be wrong about that. But I think that Maggie Howe, our Rising Generations coordinator, is planning to go to Cup and Cone. I'm thinking. So anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. And also this Wednesday is the preview sale or pre-sale for the rummage sale that we have every year. So it's a chance for parishioners to come in and get the first dibs at things that folks have been bringing in for the rummage sale. So that is that starts at 6 p.m. and then goes to 8 p.m. So if you want to come for Wilderness Wednesday, get a free meal, 5:30, And then 6 o'clock you can do the pre-sale. And if you still have some energy for kickball and ice cream, you can head on down to West Park and be a part of that. It looks like a whole lot of fun on Wednesday. Let's see, what else do we have going on? We also, on the 29th, once again, I am doing a book study right now on God's Politics by Jim Wallis. We have a couple copies of this book still in the office if you want to purchase from the church, or you can just order a copy from Amazon. Again, it's God's Politics by Jim Wallis. You spell Wallis, Wallis. We had our first session last night. It's an online thing on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. So wherever you are, even if you go to bed early and you're in your PJs, that's the nice thing about the online offerings. So that is going on. And I encourage you, even if you haven't read the book, to join the conversation. It's an important conversation for us to have right now, to think about what are God's values, and how does that reflect our lives and the way that we engage our politics and make the decisions about who we're going to vote for and what we're going to support, and all those important decisions that we make. Voting it's an act of faith. It's not just about, being a good citizen is an act of faith, I believe. It's really interconnected. Everything is interconnected to our lives as children of God. So anyway, I encourage you to be a part of that group if you wish. And the last thing I want to mention is that we have some Connect groups that are starting up here in the fall. And Connect groups are simply small groups where it's usually based around a topic or an activity. And it's an opportunity to just get to know folks a little bit better. Church works best, quite frankly, in small group. Yes, we do our Sunday worship. That's hugely important. It's the centerpiece of our week, of our common life together, our Sunday worship. But outside of Sunday worship, we have all sorts of things that go on that help us in our walk with Christ, and Connect groups are one of those things. And so we have 4 different groups that are starting up. One is called Discovering Our Gifts. A second one are some dinner groups. A third one is a Bible book club. And the fourth one is a group called Sacred Reckonings. So there is information about each of those on the website and on the bulletin boards at church. And I would encourage you to try them out. I try to be a part of at least one of these Connect groups every time they're offered, so that I connect with people as well. I'm part of the community as well. So, and it's important for me in my walk to know folks and to get to know people. So anyway, I hope you consider that. Hope you have a super great week. If you need anything, drop by the church, give us a call. We're usually there Sundays through Thursdays. It's pretty quiet Friday and Saturday. Oh, not this Friday and Saturday, however. This Friday and Saturday, it's going to be very busy at the church because it's the rummage sale. We won't be in the office, but it's going to be really busy at the rummage sale, and you can drop by and check out the rummage sale if you don't want to do it Wednesday night, and say thanks to all the people who are putting in a lot of work. Lynn Gadboy and a whole team of folks are putting in a ton of work to put this rummage sale together. So Friday and Saturday, that is going on as well. So have a great week. Take care. God bless. We'll see you soon.